right, we are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of the MetsXMFanZone live podcast, home of your everything New York Mets. If you guys love our shows, you guys can always tweet, like, and subscribe, and get more of your New York Mets news. We give you everything around the clock right here on our Mets MetsXMFanZone live podcast. Today, we got a really good matchup for you guys. We got the New York Mets versus the Tampa Bay Rays. Game does start at 7:15. We got Christian Scott on the mound for the New York Mets. He is debuting. He was in the minors, and we are willing to see on what he can do coming up from the minors at AAA. He had a 1.89 ERA, which is really good for a rookie because now we'll be able to see on what Christian Scott can do. Everybody's been watching him for quite a while. I think this guy has a really good, amazing stuff. I love what I see on the curveball, and I love what I see on the slider, and I really do think that he's going to be very well successful coming with the New York Mets. We are now hearing, and it has been confirmed, that Adrian Housen will be going to the bullpen. This was due to Carlos Mendoza announced this and addressed this in last night's game. He hasn't been really pitching well at all. He has a 7.89 ERA. He hasn't been pitching very good at all. I mean, he's just horrible this year, and it just happens to be unfortunate that he can't go past 5 innings. So what are we going to be looking forward to in matchups to follow? So I think that we're going with him into the bullpen could be maybe helpful in many ways because he's just not getting the momentum that he is at the starting rotation wise. So now we're giving Christian Scott a debut here for the New York Mets, and I think this is going to be really good in long term for him. And he's got a really good arm, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him on what he's going to be able to do in today's game. Look forward to seeing the curveball with him because he has a really nice curveball, nice slider also as well. He has a really good fastball too. And by me watching, I've been watching him for quite some time now. It's been almost 2 years I've been watching him. And I will tell you guys firsthand that the slider works very well for him in 2-1 counts. He executes that philosophy very well. He just needs to get, I think, a little bit more of curve action and have a little bit more action with his slider. But I really do think that, coming into, he's going to have a little bit of some nerve energy. I'm not going to expect to see him go real good in the first 5 innings, but I really want him to get his feet wet here, and hopefully we'll be able to see on what he could do in today's matchup against Zach Little. So we got Zach Little on the mound for Tampa Bay. He is 1-2. He has a 3.27 ERA with 35 strikeouts. What are we going to look forward to him against the New York Mets in today's game? Expect to see the fastball thrown very often. I think with his repertoire, he likes to throw the fastball very often, and he likes to throw the sweep and slider. You're starting to see the sweep and slider happen a lot now, especially in Major League Baseball. So he likes to do that 75 percentile, which is probably down. It's down in the strike zone, and he likes that. That's his sweet spot. His execution and his exit velocity is at that 59% ratio. So going down on batters is probably going to be where he's going to throw very often in today's game. So expect to see a lot of strikeouts with him. Against the New York Mets, because right now the Mets are not having great at-bats, but as of what we are seeing in the last couple of games, that the Mets are starting to heat up a little bit on the bat-wise. But it could probably end today with Zach on the mound, Zach Little on the mound for Tampa Bay. So Tampa Bay has been, having that pitching and run production, which they do. So, and if I'm not mistaken, they're like third in the league in run score position, which is at a 3.72 ERA. So the Tampa Bay does get a lot of run production. So we're gonna definitely see that being tested on Christian Scott in today's game. All right, so let's give you guys the lineup, and I'm going to give you guys my projection on both pitchers. So if you are betting in today's game, now, if you are a first-time bettor or if you're looking to sign up on FanDuel, you can get a $5 free bet on us by using the promo code MetsXMFanZone when you sign up to a FanDuel account. We were getting a lot of people that were asking me, why it doesn't work. You have to be a new subscriber to FanDuel in order to get that. So if you are trying to bet and you want to bet, you guys can do that by going to FanDuel and go to MetsXMFanZone promo code, and it gives you a $5 bet on us. All right, so let's give you today's lineup, and I'm going to give you my three. Now, if you guys would like to get my scorecard for today, if you would like to look at all my betting and all my side notes, you guys can download it as a member of our website. MetsXMFanZone.org is the place to go for your Mets live streams. It gives you full access of our 24/7 live coverage of Met games. You'll be able to see Mets live 24/7 on there. It takes out the window of advertisements. You don't have to worry about pop-ups. You don't have to worry about TV providers. And having a monthly subscription of just $14 a month gives you all that Band-Aid. Takes the Band-Aids off. And plus, if you're in the New York area, you don't get blocked ever for seeing Met games. That's the difference between us and everybody else. You're not restricted in your area. You'll be able to get Met games with full access. So if you guys would like to check out, you can check it out in our show notes. We have it on our details down below. Also, if you have any questions for me or my staff, you can answer in the comment section. We're willing to answer any of the questions that you guys might have. We do Q&As on Fridays. We just happened to not do one yesterday, but we will be having it for next Friday. So all your questions will be answered on Friday. So we accumulate them, and then we will put them onto our show. So, and again, if you guys would like to see today's game, Mets versus Tampa Bay Rays, Zach Lido on the mound for Tampa Bay. We got Christian Scott on the mound for your New York Mets. Game does start at 7:15, and it will be on our website by going to MetsXMFanZone.org. Also, you could download the Google Play app. It is on our Google Play store, so you could go and download it there. We are still in the process of getting the Apple. I know we're still working on it. We're still trying to get it. Apple and Amazon. So we're really working on it. But we will definitely keep everybody updated when that becomes available. So, again, we do apologize for that. So, again, if you guys would like to check out all the coverage, you guys can go to MetsXMFanZone.org. All right, so let's get into today's lineup. Again, if you guys would like to get today's lineup, it will be as if you are a member of our website, you'll be able to get the access of my scorecard, and you'll be able to download the PDF on your dashboard. So it will be. A lot of you guys were asking, can't find it. It's going to be in the dashboard. So when you sign up, we will have the scorecard underneath where you see the players. So if you go onto the website, see if I can pull it up. So when you go onto the website here, and you click on right here, you'll be able to see it down below. So down below where it shows watch live game, you'll see it down below there, and you can just click it on. So it will be in the below section of the website, so you'll be able to click it underneath. Sorry to all of our people that didn't see that. All right. And then on the dashboard part, you could also, click on there and it'll take you to the app right here on the Google Play Store. So if all my people could see it. That's where the website is on the Google Play Store. And to all of our other platformers, you'll be able to click on it. Okay. So let's get into today's lineup card. We're going to do this real quick. All right. So if you guys are betting today, I'm gonna give you guys a walkthrough of our betting stat sheets. So we got batting first for Tampa Bay, and we got Yandy Diaz. Yandy Diaz is batting first, and he's playing first base. We got Richie Polanco batting second. Batting third, we got Isaiah Paredes. Batting fourth, Randy Arrizia. Batting fifth, Harold Ramirez. Batting sixth, Jose Calabrero. Batting seventh is Ben Rottenville. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Batting eighth, Johnny DeLuca. And then batting ninth is Jose Siri. And for your New York Mets, we got batting first, playing left field, Brandon Nimmo. Batting second, Sterling Marte. Batting third, Francisco Lindor. Batting fourth, Pete Alonso. Batting fifth, J.D. Martinez. Batting sixth, Jeff McNeil. Batting seventh, Harrison Bader. Batting eighth, Brett Beatty. And batting ninth, Tomas Nido. So that is the lineup for both teams. Now let's do the projections. Now they have it on FanDuel they have it at 9.5. I'm going to stay with the 9.5. I do think that both teams are going to score a lot of runs today. Mets do score a lot of runs. Tampa Bay also scored a lot of runs yesterday. It was over 15.5 yesterday points. I'm going to go with at +9. So I'm going to take the 9.5 for both teams to go over. If you do over 9.5, you could probably get some betting way there. Now with Zach Liedl, I'm gonna go with 5.5. 5.5 strikeouts, and the reason being is that again, the Mets are starting to hit the ball a little bit better. Once the Mets start hitting the ball a little bit better, it becomes a little bit of a threat for pitchers. In regards to this guy, he is a right-handed pitcher. A lot of our guys in today's lineup has very good plate appearances against him in their careers. Francisco Lindor, in lifetime against him, has a 272. I think Lindor is going to go 4 for 4 in today's game. Expect to see Lindor hit a home run in today's game. I will go with maybe a single and a walk, and maybe a doubles. I think Lindor is going to go for the cycle. I have that really good gut feeling. I like the matchup here. I think the matchup will definitely be that switchy, because I think Lindor will probably be a switch hitter in today's game, especially with whatever pitchers that are going to be on the mounds. I don't think that Zach is going to be on the mound very long, because the Mets are going to be hitting really good against him. So I'm definitely going to go with Francisco Lindor going for 4 for 4. And he's going to be my number one star for today's game against Tampa Bay. So I'm going to go 4 for 4 on Lindor. Now let's go the opposite side. Let's go with Tampa Bay. Right now, Yandy Diaz is hitting pretty good also as well. He did have a couple of hits in yesterday's game, got an RBI in yesterday's game. I'm going to go and duplicate that same way in today's game. I'm going to go 3 for 4. And again, if you are betting, I would take maybe a single, maybe a walk, and maybe an RBI, which is all the same thing. Single walk. I don't think he's going to go for the cycle, but I definitely would go with a hit, a double RBI, single on a walk. Now let's go back to the Mets side. Who am I going to take as my number 2 guy? I'm going to go with J.D. Martinez. J.D. Martinez is really hitting really good right now for your Metsies. So I'm going to go with 3 for 4 for J.D. Martinez. I'm going to go with a home run in today's game. I'm going to go with a single on a walk for him. So I would take the 3 for 4 on a home run, single, and a walk. Well, actually, it wouldn't add up anyway. It would be a home run, a single, and a double. So I would just go with the double. And let's go with the opposite side. I'm going to go with Johnny DeLuca. I think Johnny DeLuca has a really good matchup because he has that lefty. We're going to see that righty type of feel. However, if you guys have watched Christian Scott in the minors, Christian Scott has a really good fastball. I think he could definitely well attack him inside the strike zone. But however, I do think if Christian Scott is a little bit nervous in today's game, I would go with Johnny DeLuca to take a little bit of a threat there. So I'm gonna go with 2 for 4. And I'm going to go with a home run under that belt. And I'm going to go with a single RBI. All right, now let's go back to the Mets side of things. Who's going to be my number 3 in today's game? And I'm going to go with Tomas Nido. Got a good feeling. I mean, I like this matchup. I think the matchup kind of works in a way. Righty against the righty. He likes to throw a little bit of the fastballs. He likes to throw a little bit down into the dirt. Tomas Nido does seem to strike out when it gets down in the dirt. But if he misses, Tomas Nido could be a little bit of a threat. I'm going to go with 2 for 4. Get two singles. But however, I think it's going to match into a single RBI, especially if there's going to be any runners on. So I'm going to take my chances on this, and I'm going to go with Tomas Nido. Yeah. However, light time against him. I mean, not too much news for him in his career against him. He has 4 at-bats, which had 2 doubles. So, I mean, nothing there. No RBIs, no home runs. But, I mean, I could definitely well see a really good matchup here just to put, to get him going, I feel a little bit. I mean, he has been off and on, but I want to see a little bit more coming out of his bat in today's game. So I really would like to see that coming from Tomas Nido. Now, let's go with my number 3 with Tampa Bay. I am honestly going to go with Richie Polanskos. Why I say that? Hits very good against right-handed pitching. He has an ERA of 2.90 in his lifelong career against right-handed pitching. I'm going to go with execution. I'm going to go with 2 doubles. I'm going to go with 2 doubles, a walk, and a single. So I'm going to go 3 for 4 for him in today's matchup. And that would be my 3rd guy for Tampa Bay. Now, if you guys would like to get my stat sheet and like to see everything that I've written, You guys can do that by going onto our website at MetsXMFanZone.org. I give you my predictions, my analysis of games daily, and also you can check out our live stream. We got the New York Mets versus Tampa. We got the New York Mets versus the Tampa Bay Rays. The game does start at 7:15. We got Christian Scott on the mound, which is his debut for the New York Mets, and we got Zach Lido on the mound for the Tampa Bay. He is 1-2 with a 3.27 ERA, and he's got 35 strikeouts. Debut for Christian Scott. Let's see what he could do. Final score, I think, in today's game is going to go 12-9. And I think the Mets are going to come out on top for the win. That's my analysis for today's game. And also, if you'd like to get all of our stat sheets, you want to see all of our news, if you would like to see today's game, you guys can check it out by going to MetsXMFanZone.org. I'm your host, Anthony, and we'll see you guys real soon. I would like to thank you guys for watching. Always share, like, and subscribe if you guys would like to get more of my stat sheets. Keep you guys informed of games daily, and we're here to do that for you guys around the clock. I want to thank you guys for watching. Be safe, be well, and let's go Mets.